Welcome back to the channel. Today's video will be the first modifications I'm doing to the GR86 Hakone edition I just purchased. If you have not seen the last two videos, the one with the road trip going to Amarillo, Texas, and the second video purchasing this car, please check those videos out. In this video, I will be doing my first modifications. They are not very expensive modifications. One will be unplugging the factory fake sound module, comes through the top speakers in the dash, and then I will be adding a Ctek battery maintainer. I believe all cars should get that if you do not drive them on a daily basis or at least once or twice a week. I figured I'd go out and try my new camera mount. I've got my action camera mounted here on the windshield. I've never done this before, so I don't know what the footage is going to come out like, but I figured this would be a great experience or a trial run when we're trying to get the in-cabin sound with the factory faux engine sound coming through the four front speakers in the front of the car here. I believe they only come out of the dash top mounted speakers. Just a guess I have here. So I'll try to get into the higher RPM bands here so you can kind of hear it. So we'll have to see what the differences are. We'll come back with the same camera here and try it out again with the module unplugged. I'm going to go on just a little bit more of a drive here so we can get up on the highway and you can hear it a little more, a little longer. And we'll get some just normal driving down this road here at about 40, 45, you know, in 6th gear, which I don't think you'll hear any noise. Yeah, at about 47, I don't think you hear anything. I think they kind of turned it down. The volume of it may vary by RPM. But I'll get on the highway here and give it the beans so you can kind of maybe hear a little more than what you heard in the last, in the beginning bit of this here, I should say. Here we go. We're going to give it the beans now. Pop this off, and I think it's right there, and we can reach our hand in. Oh, here we go. See if I can get my hands underneath it now. Yeah, there we go. This is the simplest modification I've ever done. I was correct. You'll reach your hand into here where this plug comes down right here on the side here. You just push your finger here on the side of the plug here. The plug faces this way. Your little finger thing is here. Grab the cable, wrap your fingers around it. Push that little button there and pull down. Or it just pulls down on its own almost. So now we're unplugged. We're going to go back and do a test drive without it on. And go the same exact route and see what we get here, what the differences are. So just my first impressions here, and again, I haven't wrapped it out to $6,000 or $5,000 or anything like that. Just driving the neighborhood streets here at the normal speed here. Much more quieter. I mean, you still hear the road noise because this is a less expensive car, and they're trying to make them at a certain price range, and they're trying to make them lightweight and sporty. But removing the motor sound or the engine sound, really, in my opinion, this should be your first modification you do to the car. Remove the faux engine sound. You can still hear it a little bit at these lower speeds, running through here between $2,000 and $3,000, normally shifting. You can still hear the motor, but nothing like you did before with that faux fake sound. You can still hear it, but nothing as loud as it was or as deep as sounding as it was. And it didn't hurt anything. I don't have any lights on warning me or anything. We'll see what it's like when we go to get on the highway up here. Not sure if you're going to be able to hear the sound differences coming through the camera here. Matter of fact, I think the little bit of engine noise you do hear now is natural. And when I get my exhaust, that'll put some noise out the rear too to even it out. We'll get the on-ramp over here. We couldn't get through here like we did before. Too much traffic. Here we go. So it is quieter. The new sound, or the difference in the sound, I should say, is that you can hear it out here. You can hear it out under the hood now. Before, with the faux sound, or with the speaker sound, it sounded like it was in here. So this sounds more out there, which, again, I think that's more realistic and better in my opinion. The maintainer I chose, or at least the brand I like, is the Ctek brand. This is the brand that Jay Leno uses. So I got the MXS 5.0. Unfortunately, we may lose some of our programming and stuff, but we're going to have to figure out how to get this battery top off here and undone over here to connect the leads. Okay, so this is very simple. On the sides here are these little clips. Put your fingers underneath here. Pull up. This guy, I'm going to put the negative here and the positive here like I've done in other cars. Again, I'm not sure what this little circuit board does, and I don't want to mess that up. So I have to watch here. It looks like this bolt will just come out the back side. So to get this out, you do need some channel locks and to grip this side because it slips around. And then of course you put your black. This is a black one with a red stripe on it. So this is the black side If you can see how I'm turning it around here, I am not plugging the wrong side on the negative line. This side was simpler. I did not need to grab onto this. It just didn't turn. I just loosened it with a 10 millimeter. Again, both these are 10 millimeters. And then you're just going to put this on and tighten it back down. Kind of common sense. So what I wound up doing here was draping it over here, zip tying it onto the negative there. And then it kind of ends there and it's not long enough. So I added an extension here. And I'm coming up, and you got to stay on this side of the hood prop. And for now, it's just going to drape down like this and plug into the Ctek. It's gotten kind of dark on me. I had some other things I had to do while I was waiting for this extension to show up here. I don't know, I don't see any holes in the bottom here that I can exit it out with. I'm going to have to get a better look in the daylight. On the Miata, there's a factory little circle underneath on the skid plate. And I poke it through the little factory hole. It's about the size of a quarter or a little less. But this car doesn't have any of that. So I'm working with what I'm working with. But like I said, I don't think I like it draped on there. The positive is there's nothing in here to rub that back and forth to make it scratch. But I want to figure something out better, but this is it for now. I want to thank you again for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe. Have a great week.